In Europe, the wrong hand gesture can get you arrested, fired, or even banned from entire countries. We're not talking about flipping someone off. We're talking about gestures so politically loaded that they're literally illegal in multiple nations. Some of these are obvious. The Nazi salute? Yeah, that'll get you jail time in Germany. But others are far more complicated. Gestures that mean resistance in one country mean terrorism in another. Symbols of democracy here are symbols of fascism there. And sometimes completely innocent gestures get hijacked by extremist groups, and suddenly you can't even make an okay sign without people wondering if you're a white supremacist. This is the minefield of European political gestures, where your hands can accidentally align you with ideologies you've never even heard of. Let's start with the obvious one, the Nazi salute. Arm extended, palm down, fingers straight. It's explicitly illegal in Germany under Strafgesetzbuch section 86a, and in Austria under the Prohibition Act of 1947. We're talking actual prison time, up to 3 years in Germany, 5 in Austria, if you're really enthusiastic about it. In Slovakia and the Czech Republic, it's banned under laws against promoting extremist ideologies, though they usually need to prove intent. Poland, there's no specific law banning the gesture itself, but they'll still prosecute it under broader bans on promoting totalitarian ideologies. You'd think after 80 years this would be ancient history. Nope, people still get arrested for this weekly, drunk tourists doing it as a joke at the Brandenburg Gate, football fans throwing it up at matches. The problem? Defining what counts as the salute. German courts have even convicted people for modified versions, but cross the border into some other European countries, and while it's disgusting, it might not be technically illegal. This patchwork of laws means neo-Nazis literally plan their rallies based on which country has the weakest hand gesture laws. Next, the communist fist. The raised fist, symbol of solidarity, workers' rights, resistance. Sounds heroic, right? Not in the Baltics. Not in Poland. Not in Ukraine. These countries ban communist symbols, the hammer and sickle, flags, emblems. The fist itself isn't explicitly illegal, but try throwing it up at a rally in Warsaw or Vilnius and watch how fast the mood changes. It's associated with Soviet oppression. You might not get arrested for it, but you'll definitely get confronted. The social hatred for this gesture in Eastern Europe is intense. It represents decades of deportation, famine, and death. It's like waving the flag of your former oppressor. But travel west, and the same fist means pride. Trade unions, anti-fascist groups, social movements. French protesters throw it up constantly. Spanish leftists use it in every march. It's on logos, posters, t-shirts. What means workers' rights in Paris means Soviet terror in Warsaw. What's progressive in Berlin is toxic in Vilnius. Then the three-finger salute. Thumb, index, and middle finger up. In most of the world, you're counting to 3. In the Balkans, you've just started a fight. For Serbs, it represents the Holy Trinity, Orthodox Christianity. Sounds innocent until it became a nationalist symbol during the Yugoslav wars. Now it's tied to war crimes and genocide denial. Not illegal, but heavy. Do it in Bosnia, Croatia, or Kosovo, and you're making a statement about the 1990s wars. Serbian athletes throw it up after winning. When Novak Djokovic does it at Wimbledon, Serbs call it "Pravo," others call it a dog whistle. UEFA and FIFA fine players for it. Not because it's illegal, but because it's provocative. Now, the Albanian eagle. Interlock your thumbs, spread your fingers like wings. For Albanians, it's national pride, the double-headed eagle, symbol of unity and independence. But across the border, it's a spark in a powder keg. Serbs and Montenegrins see it as a declaration of Greater Albania. The 2018 World Cup made it infamous when Swiss players Xherdan Shaqiri and Granit Xhaka celebrated against Serbia with the eagle gesture. FIFA fined them €10,000 each. Serbia called it provocation. Death threats followed. A single hand sign had triggered a diplomatic storm. The tension still lingers. Fans arrested, players fined. crowds divided. When Kosovo faces Serbia, both sides throw their symbols like weapons. In the Balkans, even your hands remember war. Then, the quenelle, one arm down, the other touching the shoulder, an inverted Nazi salute. Invented by French comedian Dieudonné. He says it's anti-establishment. Critics say it's anti-Semitic. Courts agreed. People have been fired, fined, even jailed for it. The gesture went viral in 2013 at synagogues, Holocaust memorials, Jewish schools, all under the excuse of just a joke. It's the perfect neo-Nazi gesture, subtle enough to deny, obvious enough to signal. Footballer Nicolas Anelka did it during a match, 5-match ban, £80,000 fine. A soldier did it in front of a synagogue, discharged. Dieudonné still insists it means whatever you want it to mean. That's the danger. It's coded hate hidden behind irony. Next, the gray wolves sign. Make a wolf head with your hand, pinky and index up, the rest curled in. It's the Bozkurt, the gray wolf of Turkic legend. In modern Turkey, it's the emblem of the gray wolves, a far-right movement tied to violence and assassination. France banned the group entirely. Austria outlawed the salute. The EU has debated doing the same. Still, it shows up at rallies and football matches. At Euro 2024, Turkish defender Meri Demiral celebrated with it, 2-match ban. Turkey called it patriotism. Germany called it hate. Finally, the Roman salute. Ironically, not Roman at all. It came from art, not antiquity. A painter's imagination, later a dictator's theater. Mussolini revived it. Hitler copied it. Now far-right groups claim it's heritage. In Italy, the law is murky. In January 2024, the Supreme Court ruled it's not automatically a crime, depends on context. Legal at a historical reenactment? Sure. Illegal at an anti-immigrant rally? Absolutely. Every case is a moral tightrope between free expression and hate. In Europe, even your hands have politics, and sometimes silence speaks louder than a salute.